Right to the wheelies, huh? Man, almost looped out right away. It's like a micro mega ride out here. That's pretty cool. The vibes seem right. Got a couple of people that I've rode with before, a couple of new kids, actually a lot of new kids. Yeah, and so I came up here and all the guys were like, you came up to Austin to ride with us? And it's like, yeah, dude, why not? Haven't rode up here in a while. This is actually a bigger group than I expected. I thought there would be like 10 or so, but I think we got 30. That's what it seems like. Oh, we already have our first crash. I missed it. Feels good to be back in Austin. I don't know what's going on with this wind lately, but I feel like it's been way windier than usual. And yeah, it just makes wheeling harder and harder and harder. Maybe if I had a heavier bike. Oh, look at this little puppy. Oh, hi. Here we go, Dylan. Let's see how them wheelies have been improving. They look good. This ride is pretty much a bunch of kids riding how kids ride. There's been several crashes already, so we've been stopping every 5 minutes. I haven't gotten any on camera, unfortunately. Like, if you're gonna crash, at least do it on film, you know? And in front of me, preferably. I think we're actually going back to the meet spot because there's been so many crashes and bikes need to get fixed. And who knows, probably first aid too while we're there. We've been gone for a total, I don't know, I feel like we've only rode 10 minutes and we are already going back. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the ride, I hope. Oh, man is out here on a plated KTM free ride. Wow, you don't see those often. Let me ride on that thing. Let me try it out. That is a bike that I haven't tried. I feel like I've rode on all these bikes, but not a KTM free ride or a Stark VAR. I need to step up my game. You just gotta find people who have these things. I don't know anyone who has those bikes. So yeah, other than that, Austin is beautiful as usual. I actually love Austin. If it wasn't so expensive, I would want to live out here because Austin has, I mean, pretty much everything. It's just nicer in every single way over Houston. Houston has its perks too. Like Houston, you don't have to worry about anything. You can ride anywhere and you're fine. I don't know how Austin is as far as like the cops and stuff like that, but Austin's so nice. It's windy though. It's something about riding with kids, man. Like it's cool because they're reckless and it's like, oh man, they're being stupid and it's fun to watch for like 5 seconds. But like an entire ride of irresponsible riding is kind of like, I'd rather ride with the adults. But it's like they don't care, you know? Like, what are you going to tell a teenager? You can't tell them anything. And if you try to say something, it's like, you're the old person. They're just not going to listen to you. So it's like, don't waste your energy trying to, like, really corral them. The only way you can combat it is to have your own ride, you know? But if you have an open ride where anyone can come, you have to be willing to accept everyone. I mean, look at this. Austin. The paths are right on the water. You got people out there paddle boarding, kayaking. I see all these people on the water kayaking and stuff, and it's like, I want to go kayaking. Like, I wonder if you could rent those things. Oh my gosh, so freaking loud. Rent a kayak, go out on the water. That's something I want to do. You know, I don't mind like the mini bikes and the Groms being with us, but it kind of adds like this obnoxious element to the pack because it's so loud, you know. We're on electric bikes because, you know, we're trying to have fun in silence. Na 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 na. Dude, the houses back here are beautiful. Shout out to Joseph Design Build because, whew, house is amazing. Someday I'll have a nice house. Someday. Whenever I hit the lottery or get a better job, one of those things gotta happen. Alright. Let's take out the camera, get some more clips.
What do you have in store? One life away we can't explore. But I don't want to get in the way no more. Cause it's the type of feeling you can't ignore. I'm ready to break down the door, settle the score. I can't let you go away. I miss a smile on your face. You know that I love to chase. You told me once that I was crazy. I said, baby girl, I know. But I can't let you go away. So don't you get me started now. I want it, yes, I don't want maybes. Cause they leave me
I love how scenic Austin is. Like, you don't get this in Houston. You don't even get this in Dallas. Like, this is an Austin vibe right here. All these windy, smooth trails, nice, beautiful houses. Like, Austin's where it's at, dude. So yeah, I actually made this trip to Austin kind of do two things for me. One, come ride with the guys. But two, I've always wanted to stay in a tiny house. I see them on YouTube all the time, like people living in tiny houses and buses and all that stuff. And I saw this Airbnb up here for a tiny house, and I was like, dude, I wonder what that's like. So this Airbnb is really in the middle of the country. I think this is the tiny house. Well, the first thing that I noticed right away is how vibey this is. I mean, I love the wood features here. You have tons of books up there. And I'm not really sure what this is. Is this like a seat? Oh, dude. What? And they already have some reading stuff? Oh, this is the house manual. Alright, let's go check out this bathroom. Light switch. Appliances. Sink area looks nice. I love, like, all the rustic stuff that they got going on here. They have license plates on the wall. It's all, like, vintage feel. I love it. Plenty of storage, like if you needed towels or something like that. I'm assuming that this is the shower. Shower's plenty big. I mean, what? No way, dude. And they have all of these things here that are just, it feels so homey. I mean, look at these notes. Failure is an event, not a person. Yesterday ended last night. Things like this can make a tiny space feel so homey. I would live in one of these. This is so functional. You even have a TV in here upstairs. So let's go check out the bedroom. Ooh, a little creaky. But there's a personal fan up here. You have your TV. I mean, the bed seems kind of small, but now that I'm looking at it, I think this is probably like a full or a queen. Oh, dude. The bed is so comfortable. Especially after a long drive. Dude, this is my POV. Imagine waking up, looking down at your little loft. You have everything that you could possibly want. I think I'm a believer. I think I'm a believer of the tiny house movement. I understand why people do it now. Like, truly, this is so, I mean, it's a little creaky on the steps. This is nice. And when I booked this listing, one of the things I was worried about was like, will the bike fit in here? Because, you know, it's a tiny house. Like, I don't know how tiny house stuff works. Dude, there's so much room. And sure, the space is small, but it's super functional, you know? And it's like, okay, I can see why people live in a tiny house. It has everything you really need. And if you're by yourself, like, it's perfect. I know that there are people who have, like, families, I guess, in a tiny house, but I think if you're just like a solo dolo type person, tiny house would be perfect, dude. I really can't even focus on anything other than me trying to get some food at this point. And I'm trying to think about what I'm going to do for dinner. UFC 300 is today. So I want to make sure I get back before the fights start. Sometimes when I see people with like those Cena... Oh my God! He wasn't even paying attention. Oh my God. Awkward. Streets do gotta eat, but not like that. You know, that's like one of my biggest fears is like not me falling and me looping out. Me getting hit without me seeing it, like someone from behind. Like that guy, he was just at the stop sign, and then this kid ran right into the back of him, and it's like, dude, I didn't do anything to cause this, but it happened to me. This is not fair, and I don't want to hear no excuses. I want to hear, oh, I'm gonna pay for whatever name, but dang, that sucks. And that's the route leader. Well, at least we finally got our crash on camera, so that's a win. I feel like this video has everything. It has freaking wheelies, ride with the guys, a crash. I mean, we featured a tiny home. What more could you possibly want from a ride or from a video? Like that's a pretty I would rank this video a solid like 7.8 out of 10. These kids, they have freaking these like scenic walkie-talkie things, and I think that's kind of cool, like that you can chat with other people on the ride without like, you know, having to yell at them or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I can't do that because I'm talking to myself the entire ride to make videos. I don't even feel like the same rider without my sumos and smaller wheels. Like, I've been just making this 19-inch setup work for all these weeks and stuff, but deep down inside in my core, I've been yearning for some 17s. And the freaking beeping, like, Houston, we don't do this. Our e-bike crew, we're not rolling around beeping every 5 seconds. Like, what? I get it. What, you're trying to say hi to people? Like, beeping is reserved for like alerting people, like if they're in your way or if someone falls or you're trying to get someone's attention. But just beeping nonstop, it kind of takes away from the purpose of the horn. So, but you know, it's Austin. They do stuff differently out here. Like, oh my God. And I believe that has to be the Capitol building, right? I mean, there's only one building that looks like a Capitol building in every like city. It looks. Why is it? Why is that the case? Why do all Capitol buildings have like the same structure? Like, who decided that? And we're getting to the end of the ride right now, so I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and I will see y'all next week.